Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look here at Chainlink, seeing what's going on. We're going to double check if this ABC pattern could continue, of course, as well as figuring out a few back-end scenarios here. What's the liquidation levels look like? Either way you look at it, we're going to double check a few things here, of course. Thank you so much for the request for Chainlink. Who was it that requested this? This was Daddy Donner. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I apologize, but thank you so much for the request. Greatly appreciate that. Of course, heads up as well to our committee for awesome congrats. 117% from a Solana long, ICP 52%, SEI short 32%, and a Kava 156. That more than makes up for our Bitcoin stop loss for the short we took. That was a high risk short, by the way. I prefaced that letting you know not to take that trade. Hope nobody did, but that was that. And of course, Adam 80% audio. Okay, the list goes on. Either way, congrats, folks. I love that we're taking some nice profits here. Okay. Now the question is, I'm getting a lot right now. Hey, do we got to shift gears? Do we got to start thinking bearish here now? Truth is, we shouldn't think bearish, but we're starting to see a lot of bearish divergences forming on different coins. So it might be best to play the odds in the favor of the price going down further, especially if Bitcoin continues to correct itself. We are seeing this issue right here, as I mentioned previously, where the Chainlink is breaking below this ascending trend rather. It's also below the cloud. There's a lot of reasons why a short position might be viable, specifically, based on how overextended it is in this most recent uptrend. It would make sense for the price to continue lower. Either way, that's not why we take a trade, but just generally speaking, those are some things that are existing. We can see some shorts here, of course, upwards about 22.40, more recent shorts at $21.20, and of course some longs equally as low as 18.60. So 1860 to 1930. So these ranges really, we're smack dab right in the middle of just like a lot of nonsense. So really, most people are thinking the price is going to go up and down at the same time, or separate parties essentially. We have the equal amount of longs and shorts at this point for Chainlink. So that leads me to believe there's some indecision, which is very common right now in the market. We can take a quick look here though. Stochastic is swinging down. When I looked at this yesterday, I was looking for confirmation below the cloud. Price jumped up above the cloud. Now we're back down below, right? So it's not an exact science by any stretch, but we had some confirmation slash unconfirmation, or things that did not confirm yesterday, for example, but now they're reconfirming themselves. Now the Bitcoin's down a little bit lower. So that could speak to the strength of the coin. It could also speak to the fact that it's being weak and it's pulling back. We're going to look at that here. So RSI in the right spot here. So I like to see the daily RSI above 50, below 70. Stochastic pulling back, letting us know we have that divergence forming. We have a MACD divergence on the horizon. Hasn't officially diverged yet, but looks like it wants to. Take a look at the 4-hour. We can confirm here if we take a look at some moving averages. Actually, just to double check the daily, we're above all moving averages. So far, the 20-day SMA is holding like a champ right about 1950. We lose that level, then I would say absolutely looking more like the price is going to pull back. We have lost 20 on the SMA on the 4-hour. In fact, we never truly closed above it. We've candle wicked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 7 or 8 times in the last couple of trading days. Okay, so that's looking fairly bearish. We're also under 50 on the RSI. This is a pretty obvious sign. Stochastic confirming a downtrend. Same thing with money flow index coming down. So I think that this coin looks like it's ready to dump. It kind of already has, but we're breaking below this most recent support, 0.382, $20.11. So me personally, I think that we are trending more towards a realistic downtrend here for Chainlink. Same thing here as well. If we can kind of take a look at the hourly, we can confirm, of course, with TD sequential, we are getting maxed out. Most coins are hitting, well, actually we're only at a 6 here, but other coins are at like a 9 or longer. Okay, so we've been pushing down for 6 hours straight. Hypothetically, we have a little bit more left in the tank before the price bottoms out. But generally speaking, take a look here. Ichimoku cloud, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours now underneath the cloud. Lagging span is right there, pretty much peaking right out. And of course, conversion lines below the baseline. So this seems like a pretty awesome situation for a consideration for a short position. Me personally, I'm leaning a bit more towards that. I hope I'm wrong and the price goes up for you folks. Don't get wrong, but if you haven't taken profits on the Chainlink trade we took recently, then you're doing it wrong. So let's take a look here. There was a Chainlink trade we took. There we go. Profit target 2 in 15 hours, 31%. Okay. So you should be in and out of that trade for the most part. You shouldn't be holding on right now. Only about 10-20% of your trade should be left open. Okay. So just friendly advice, careful holding on to longs for too long. and don't go too short with the shorts. Anyways, there's humor in there somewhere. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today, of course. Make sure we do actually have a lot of members trading Chainlink on our favorite exchange here, Bitunix. They have a trading competition coming up tomorrow. Make sure you use my link to register. You have to register in order to be eligible for it, but tell you what, awesome opportunity to get some extra scratch. and then just no KYC or VPN. So if you're not using them, now's the time. You could be eligible for this if you decide to register today. Hope you learned something here again. Thanks again so much for watching. You know who you are. Really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.